Tales of Myth and Mayhem tell stories for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Please look after yourself. Welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Marc, your storyteller. We are playing Kult, Divinity Lost, another one-shot of The Driver. Tonight I'm playing with Stephen, who is the creator of Huckleberry and one of the amazing Adventures in Lollygagging group. Stephen, hi.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Do you want to introduce your character and then we'll get started?
Yes, I am playing Frankie Boothe. He's the archetype, the Cursed, and he's got... Physically, his appearance is that he's wearing blood-soaked clothes. He's got a pale face. Maybe he's lost some blood. He's got hard eyes and yet a well-trained body. He's got quite a few disadvantages as the cult system provides. My favorite one is that he is condemned. His fate has already been sealed. I always love the tragic hero. I jumped at the chance to play that.
That's a very good one. And what we'll do is, because it's going to be a short session, we'll mark that down to 3 times.
All right.
And we'll count that off as we go. Right, so there's a couple of questions to ask you for us to get started. But before we do that, I would like you to roll both Condemned and Stalker for me. Excellent, excellent. Always good. So we have for Condemned a result of 11, which means I get to choose one of these options. And I think... Well, we'll get into it in a wee second. I'm going to mark it just now. You also failed completely on the Stalker, so I get 3 hold, and we'll see how that turns out for you. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be perfect. Yeah.
Nothing to worry about. So, you're driving in the desert. It's night, but it's still warm. Dust blowing in through the cracks in the window, or the crack in the window, or the air conditioning. The AC itself isn't working. The radio stopped a while ago. What are you running away from?
My brother, Tommy Boothe. We worked together on the less savory side of Las Vegas, and I wanted out. I caused a bit of a ruckus on my way out, and my brother is the one who's been charged to bring me back in.
Are you on your own?
Yes, I am on my own right now. It has been a rough and bloody night.
What do you have to your advantage? A gun? Someone waiting for you?
Yes, I have I believe it's a gun, 45 caliber. The magazine's about half empty, and I've got custom-made bullets for it as well.
Okay. And up ahead, you see something that's maybe a couple of miles away. What is it?
We see a gas station coming up. One of those, like, out in the middle of the desert, rarely has a visitor. One of the lights is just, like, popping in and out. The bulb is just struggling to survive.
You see it's got, no, from here you can't actually. You just see those lights flickering in and out. It's a bit brighter behind it, maybe. You drive along another 5 minutes or so. The car, it's been getting near empty for a while now. You've been running on fumes for a while, and it gives a last cough, and the engine dies.
I coast as far as I can, pull over to the shoulder, and start heading towards that gas station, knowing that that's my only chance out.
It's only about a mile away. You check behind you, no lights in the distance, and you can see quite far this time. Short trek, and you see outside of the gas station there's a small diner. So it looks right out of the 1950s. That's where most of the lights are coming from. The little shop by the gas station is closed. There's a sign over the pump saying out of gas.
Is there any sort of like repair or like tire shop at this gas station? Anything that would offer essentially I'm wearing bloody clothes. I need to find something to cover up with, and if I could find like a pair of oil covered coveralls or something like that before I go into the diner, essentially something to just clean myself up with.
Give me an observation roll. So perception. Observe a situation.
Perception. That is a 14, success with complication.
Right. So what's our complication here? I know what our complication will be. You get to ask one question here, but what I would say is because what you're looking for, you do manage to find these clothes. You work your way around the shop, which is locked up, and find out the back my clothes line, where obviously the person that's there washes dishcloths, things, and you find a pair of overalls. A little bit baggy on you, but you're not sure. You think maybe someone from the diner might have seen you. Mm-hmm. But you're not sure.
And likely whoever works here knows whose clothes these belong to as well. But it's better than nothing. I'm willing to take the risk. So I take off my blood-covered shirt. There's still blood soaked through my undershirt, but I put the coveralls on as cover up as best I can, making sure that none of that blood is still wet enough to soak through the coveralls either.
You've been the little walk you had's enough. Said it's very warm, very dry air, so it dried a good bit anyway. Maybe you get a little bit to dab off, but otherwise seems all clean to you. You don't have a mirror, so you're not 100% certain.
Yeah, and I use my shirt that I just took off and find the cleanest patch I can, and I wipe my face down, I wipe my hands down just in case there's any lingering blood that I didn't see, and then I toss the shirt.
Yeah, you scrub at it and it's this dried, you feel it coming off as you do, and you run your hands in over your face and your head, and you find any last bits, you're able to wipe them off. It's probably the best you're going to get, but you think it'll be good enough. As long as, no one's coming over and staring you right in the face, and which shouldn't happen. You head back to the front. Outside, there's a big motorbike. So it's not a Harley, but it wants to be a Harley. Massive thing. And a truck, so a semi-truck. Semi-truck, is that what it's called? We call it an Arctic lorry. Inside, you see a waitress behind the counter, just cleaning things up. Comes around, talks to the kitchen. Two men, both rather thin, one wearing biker's leathers, the other just in a plain t-shirt that's very tight around his arms. Otherwise, there's no one else in there.
Taking a note and looking for the emptiest corner to find a booth to sit down in. And as I start walking towards that booth, I call out to the waitress, "Coffee, please, ma'am."
Sure thing, sugar. You head, the two men glance at you, only for a second, and get back to very furtive conversation. You sit in the far corner, you're back against the wall, so you can see you can see the whole diner. The table's cracked, the leather on the seats is ripped and cracked. There's a stale smell about. The waitress comes, says the cafetiere in hand, pours you a cup. "What can I get you, sugar?"
Yeah. What kind of sandwiches you got this time of night?
"Oh, well, we're cooking up some ham for the breakfast. So we tried to get some things ready. You can have a ham sandwich."
Whatever you've already got going, yeah. Don't do anything else on my account.
Well, she looks out the window. "I don't see your car there. How did you get here?"
Darn thing died on me just about a mile up the road. I'm lucky you were here.
"Well, I've heard that before. You need gas, honey? Because we don't have any just now."
Not at all.
Steve will be back in the morning. We should be getting a delivery soon, but you know how it is out here, places like this. It's not the most reliable, but we've got hot food.
That'll have to do for now. I appreciate it, ma'am.
She smiles at you, touches at your shoulder, heads back behind the counter. Let's go back for a second to your condemned roll. You rolled an 11, success with complications. So you didn't tell me what it is condemned you. What is it that you're making you run out of time? Your dark secret is you return from the other side. So what's counting this clock down?
I think return from the other side. I had a very close encounter with death. Not in the most recent one, but about a week or so ago, that made me rethink some things. And in that encounter, I was unconscious for some time. I had a vision of someone reaching out a hand, and I knew I shouldn't take their hand. I knew that it was wrong, and yet I still did it in the effort to save myself. I don't really understand the meaning behind it yet, but I do know that it was something that happened. It wasn't just a dream. It wasn't because of the pain. And when I came to, I realized that it was time for me to get out.
So the thing we'll do then is, as we've put your time left at 3, I'm going to take one of them away. The clock ticks. Maybe even feel it tick as you sit there and you're waiting on your sandwich. Some sense that things are moving on. But you also get the sense that you still have some time. Maybe you can get away. Sandwich gets brought. Big, thick slices of meat on it. It's obviously freshly cooked. Here you go, honey. Can I get you anything else?
That'll be fine, ma'am. I appreciate it.
No problem. She walks over to the two men, fills up their coffee. They stop talking for a moment. The one with the biker jacket turns to look at you, and turns back to his friend, keeps talking. I would like you to roll see through the illusion, please.
Oh, I'm bad at this.
Oh, you want to be bad at this?
I've got a -2 soul. And that is a success, actually. I got a 15 with my -2.
So what happens is, when you see through the illusion tears, and you see things as they are. This can come in several different ways, but I think what happens here is the room darkens. The cracks and the splits in the furniture worsen. You see that the cracks are filled with some kind of mould, some kind of growth coming out of them. The chair itself is threadbare. Something is moving underneath your ass. The two men turn to you again, and you see their smiles. The one with the biker jacket, you see his teeth are made of razor blades, and his smile goes from ear to ear. The other guy has no face, and then it stops. Your sandwich is in front of you. The two men have stopped talking. The one in the biker jacket gets up, walks out to his bike.
I have lost my appetite.
Roll keep it together, please.
Yes. That is a failure. 3.
Right. We will mark you down 2 stability, I think, because if we did 4, you'd be gone. Because you started quite low. So move your down to unhinged.
All right.
So describe how you're feeling now that that's happened. You've lost your appetite.
I know that I've got 2 reckonings coming. One spiritual and one physical. And when I see a face with a smile full of razor blades, the other face isn't a face, I feel that one of those 2 reckonings is coming for me. And I feel whatever is under my seat, and I jump up, not necessarily in panic, but reflex. If something touches me, I immediately roll away, and I stand up, probably like banging against the table to get out, and I toss a couple dollars down on the table and leave, having only a single bite of that sandwich, not even a sip of the coffee yet.
You got up to leave the dollars on the table. The waitress goes out to you, everything all right, sugar? And you get a car pull up, you see the lights, and you see a face through the dirty window. A face that is not entirely unlike your own.
It's fine, ma'am. My ride's here. I walk out to face the music.
Tommy lets the engine idle for a minute. He's looking at you, and he's Tommy your older brother or younger brother?
Older.
Older.
He's the one who got me in the business.
He shakes his head, turns the engine off. How you doing, baby boy?
I am kind of giving him a sideways profile, doing my best to hide my gun in the bagginess of the coveralls by my side. You got here a lot faster than I thought, Tommy.
Yeah, well, I didn't want anyone else to get to you first. And you know they would have sent someone else.
Yeah, you always liked doing the job yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, if you want it done, do it yourself. So what am I meant to do with you? Meant to shoot you here outside this shitty little diner? Hear the bell ring of the diner again. You see out the corner of your eye the other guy with the tight t-shirt comes out, just pushes past you. You feel his arm brush against your back. Or your side, sorry, because you're standing side on.
I take a step back as soon as I feel him brushing against me.
Hey, Duff. Watch yourself.
trying to have a conversation here, friend.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get to my truck. Now, if you and your little boyfriend want to move out of the way...
I look towards Tommy. Well, the man wants you to move. Are you going to do it?
Tommy smiles, closes the door in the truck, walks towards you, and just smacks the guy in the face. And then smacks him again and smacks him again. You hear a scream from inside. And he doesn't stop, just again and again and again. And the face is bloody. You don't think... Well, unless you try to stop him, you don't think this guy will be chewing his own food for a while.
Tommy.
What?
He's had enough.
Is it? See, enough is when you do what you're meant to do, what you promised to do, what your brother worked so hard to get for you. You were made, man. You were made, and you fucked it all up. And why? Why? You were going places, Frankie.
Tommy, there's a reckoning coming. And I gotta stay one step ahead of it.
Roll observe a situation, please.
That is a 14, success with complication.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to ask about this situation, or should I just give you the information and you get +1 to the roll?
I don't have anything specific, no.
Okay. You hear a sound that's fairly familiar to you. You hear the cocking of the shotgun.
Was it from behind me?
From over to the side. It's from the direction where the bike and the truck are parked.
I very slowly look over without making any sudden movements.
See the biker, his face set. What the fuck do you think you're doing? The gun's not pointed at you, it's pointed at Tommy. How would Tommy react to that?
I don't think Tommy has ever been cowed by anything in his life.
He smiles and you see the blood spatter on his face. What do I think of it? Well, I think I'm teaching this guy a lesson. You know, rudeness shall not be abated.
Put the gun down, man. You're just going to make a bad situation worse.
No, someone's going to pay. See, he was my friend. He had business with me. And you fuck him up? Now, someone owes me.
Tommy, why the fuck you keep dragging us into this shit? And I raise my gun and I shoot at the guy with the shotgun.
Roll violence, please.
Okay. I'm good at violence.
Yes, you are.
I'm not going to roll well. Okay, 13, success with complication.
So you inflict damage, but at cost. So what happens is you raise your gun. As you're doing, he begins to fire. You shoot, and it's right in the centre of the head. You see it all explode over the window. You hear another scream from inside. But you also hear the boom of the shotgun. And you see Tommy's face get ripped half off. He falls to the ground.
Tommy, I slowly walk over to him. I kneel down next to him. Whether he's still alive, can hear me or not.
You hear the gurgling of his breath. The skull on the left side is wrecked. The skin's all gone. Teeth are moving up and down. Looks like he's trying to swallow.
You never were good at getting things done right. I guess I gotta do them myself. And I take my gun and I put Tommy out of his misery.
Just this fine.
I am ruthless as an advantage.
Exactly, you have ruthless as an advantage. So, give me a roll of ruthless, because I want to see if you get your edges.
Right.
There you go, you get 3 edges.
Oh, there we go.
So you can choose, there's a little list there, I think there's only 3 there. So you can also take something else if you want.
Yeah, I would count this as like the guy with the shotgun. Did I actually kill him, or is he still...
You've killed him, he is...
Okay.
On the ground, the back of his head is blown out.
I think I would count this as like sacrifice then, where people, the lady in the diner, whoever else is still around, would be so focused on the death and destruction around here that I can get into Tommy's car and take off without them letting me slip away, like it says.
You get into the car, still warm for where Tommy was sitting. Engine starts, no problem. You pull out. You're driving. Tell me what's going through your head actually as you're driving here.
I'm thinking, I knew that I'd have to kill Tommy after what happened earlier. I'm wishing that it would have gone a little differently, that it wouldn't have been some stranger that took him out. But overall, I'm more preoccupied with that second reckoning that I've got coming.
Driving about 15-20 minutes. You see the fuel gauge isn't empty. You didn't even notice at first, but you're running on fumes again. The car rolls to a close, you're covered in blood.
Again.
Just about a mile away in the distance, you see the flickering lights of a gas station, with a brighter light behind it.
About a mile away.
About a mile away.
Pull the car off to the side of the road. Is there another car nearby?
None that you see.
I start walking towards that diner.
You walk. The blood begins to dry. You see the sign, the flickering light. You see the sign over the pumps, out of gas. There's a woman behind the counter in the diner. There's a truck and a massive motorbike outside. You see two men sitting, talking to each other very close.
I'm covered in blood. Is there any sort of repair shop or anything like that? Maybe a clothesline hanging around back?
Roll observe a situation.
Success with complication.
Okay. You find the overalls, some cloths. You don't know, you think maybe someone saw you from the kitchen window.
When I'm putting these overalls on, am I taking off old overalls to put new ones on? Those old overalls I use, and I try to find the cleanest patch of them I can, and I try to clean off as much blood that's started to dry and flake, and scrubbing it off my face and arms, putting the new ones on, walk into the diner. I ask for coffee as I go and sit in the farthest corner.
Sure thing, sugar. You sit. The cracked formica, the fake leather's ripped, the foam sticking out of it. Could you roll your disadvantage condemned again, please?
Yes. That is a failure with a 9.
So with a 9, I get to choose two options. So you get 2 segments of time left. I'm going to take one of them away. And then, so you're haunted by the entity or event that sealed your fate. Someone in your vicinity is negatively affected by your fate. Well, we had that already. Someone provides you with false hope of escaping. I think you're going to be haunted by the entity or event that sealed your fate. Coffee comes. Can I get you anything else, sugar?
You know what? I'm not that hungry this time.
You sure? We've got lovely ham sandwiches.
I appreciate it, ma'am, but I'm feeling a little out of sorts. Just the coffee for me.
Sure thing, sugar. She walks back, goes to the 2 men. They glance over at you, get back to their talking. Is there any music in the diner?
I'd imagine it'd be like talk radio or something, because it's in the early hours of the morning. So it's not even like live radio. It's just a replay of something.
You hear sort of those very right-wing opinion sort of things, and they start talking about an incident in Mexico, Juarez, with some students got completely massacred. I mean, when you're listening to it, something seems very familiar about the story. What happened when you almost died? What made you lose consciousness? What made you see that hand?
I was on a bit of a unique job. It was the type of thing we don't normally do, where I traveled for it. I was supposed to essentially make sure that a transfer of a package went smoothly near the Mexican border. And it ended up with a disagreement of some sorts during the payment. Someone argued that it wasn't worth as much as it was. I was supposed to maintain control, and I did not. It spiraled, and it led to not necessarily like an open chase, but there was a sort of a getaway, and the car spiraled off the road, and a group of college students who were in a van taking a big trip going cross country stopped to help. They were good Samaritans. And as I was in that car bleeding out, those college students came to help me, and the people who were following me found them and didn't like having any witnesses.
And you were then unconscious. What happened when you woke up? when you reached for that hand?
I reached for that hand, and as I grabbed it, that was the moment I woke up. And honestly, I don't know what happened. I woke up surrounded by death and destruction. I had been shot in the chest hours before, but I looked at my stomach, my torso, and there was no injury whatsoever. The people who were chasing me were dead around me. It looked as if they'd been strangled, like so tightly that their necks were compressed. I honestly don't know how they died.
Well, first of all, roll see through the illusion, please.
17 success. Why do I keep passing on these?
I know, it's brilliant. The illusion tears. This time you don't see the teeth. You don't see the guy with no face. Two men don't turn. Time slows. You feel in your chest there's a wound. You feel the blood seeping through onto the dungarees. You hear a car pull up outside. The lights shining in the window. The talk radio's gone. You hear a voice saying, 1 soul, 2 soul, 3 soul, 4. 5 soul, 6 soul, 7 soul, more. It's all dark again. You feel that tickling your ass again. Whatever it is that's moving. Take it, you shift again and move instinctively.
Yeah, I shift again, and this time I grab that 45, and I know I'm running out of ammo, but just the reflex, I pull the trigger a couple times, putting a couple shells into the seat of whatever's underneath there.
You hear a roar, a squeal, a scream. The illusion comes back, fades back in. You see the waitress dead at your feet.
Sorry, ma'am. Like I said, I'm out of sorts.
The coffee pot's broken. The two men sitting turn. You see the razor blades in the one's teeth, but nothing else. And the other face isn't no face, but it's damaged. You see blood on it. You see bruises, cracks, as if it's been healing.
I look out at the car that just pulled in.
The biker gets up and leaves. You don't see anything. You can't. The lights are too bright for you to look in the windscreen this time.
I pull out a few dollars to pay for the coffee, and I end up just dropping the whole wad on the table, and I go out to face the music yet again.
The car's still idling. You still can't see inside. Stops. The door opens. And you see the mess of your brother's face half torn off as he tries to speak to you, and just gurgling sounds come out. Seems to be waiting for an answer.
Tommy, I thought it'd take you longer to get here.
You feel someone brush against your side as they walk past.
I back up again.
What? Watch where you're going.
Trying to have a conversation here, friend.
And I'm trying to get in my truck. You want to move?
I don't think I do. I think I'm gonna stay put.
Is that right? And he squares up to you.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I slowly move the gun around from behind my back to in front, and I put like both hands over it, ready to, just showing that I've got it.
He looks down. Nice when you get friends, isn't it? Jamie? You hear the shotgun cocking.
Well, Tommy?
Tommy hasn't moved.
Here we go again. And I'm gonna try and shoot the guy with the shotgun again.
Roll violence, please.
That is a failure, 7.
You aim, you're a good shot. You would have hit him, but the trucker pushes your arm. Bullet smashes into the window, shattering it. You hear a scream from inside, the boom of the shotgun. You hear Tommy fall to the ground. The other guy punches you. Roll avoid harm.
Success with complication.
You dodge out of the way, but it's then towards the biker. Shotgun still in hand, trains it on you. Looks like you and your girlfriend chose the wrong place to stop.
I'd like to try and keep my momentum going and close in with the guy in the shotgun. Mm-hmm. Whenever I fight with no regard for personal safety, I've got death drive.
Okay.
So I would like to, if I get closer, it might do more damage, but I might be able to push it away from him, wrestle it away from him, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Roll death drive, please.
That's a failure.
You still get one edge, though.
Okay. One edge is good. I think reckless frighten your opponent by laughing into the face of death, essentially. That's what I'd like to go for. The fact that I'm just charging into him. He's got the shotgun pointed right at me, and I'm not even trying to dodge it. I'm just moving right towards the end of the barrel.
Because what happens is you're heading right towards the end of the barrel. Luckily, you trip slightly. You're heading towards him. You're laughing maniacally. You see his face, so you don't trip. Let's take that away. You see his face, and it pulls the shotgun, and it fires, and you do get hit, but it's just in the shoulder. Enough to make you stumble a bit, but not enough to do any actual damage. Roll violence, please.
15 success.
There you go. You also get a +1 for that, so that is a complete success. What do you do to this guy?
I grab the shotgun and I don't turn it. I keep it in the same way, and I just use the butt of the shotgun and just bash it into his face repeatedly.
Again, 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 you hear the bones break. You feel it pulp. You keep going even after he's obviously dead. The trucker hasn't said anything, probably just staring. Look, man, you can take what's in my truck. I don't care. He's dead. The deal's done. It's fine. Just
You should be thankful. Last time it was your face.
last time.
Last time.
Look, whatever, man. He throws his keys at you. Look, just get out of here, okay? I take the truck. Take everything. I won't tell him, his boss. Yep, nothing.
I think I've got blood on my shirt.
Yeah, a bit.
I want your shirt.
Sure. And he just pulls it off right away. It gets stuck in his head a little bit, and he fumbles and throws it towards you.
What size shoes you wear?
I don't know American sizes.
It's probably around 9 or 10.
10.
Oh, that's just my size.
Here, take the boots. He pulls them off, and he's sitting in the dust.
It looks like the diner's closed. There's no reason for you to be here.
Okay, do you want to just take what's in the truck, and then I can take the truck at least, because I've still got lots to pay off on that.
I look at the shotgun that I've still got, and I just kind of like point the barrel slowly up towards him. I think it's time for you to leave.
No, okay, I get it. I'm going. And he just turns and bolts into the darkness.
I walk over to Tommy. Is he still gurgling at all?
Still gargle, yes.
Tommy, you never were any good at getting things done right.
He coughs.
I put him out of his misery.
Bone shatters. Brain goes everywhere.
I leave the shirt and the shoes on the ground where the guy threw them, along with the keys.
Mm-hmm.
I toss the shotgun into Tommy's car, and I get in and I start driving.
You drive for about half an hour. You hadn't noticed, but the gas is empty. You're running in fumes. Coughs to a stop. Just as you see the lights in the distance appear. It's a gas station. Looks like there's a diner or something attached to it.
About a mile away.
Yep, about a mile away.
I coast the car as far as I can, get out, start walking, realize I'm still covered in blood, start looking for some fresh clothes.
It dries a little bit as you go. Roll observe a situation, please. Perception.
Success with complication.
You find round the back clothesline with some overalls. Yeah. You think maybe someone saw you from the kitchen though?
I had a feeling they might. I take off the old coveralls, clean off as much blood from myself as I can, put the new ones on. I drop the shotgun too. That would look a little suspicious walking into the diner. For some reason, I'm still worried about that.
It's understandable.
I walk into the diner, and without even looking at anyone in there this time, without even looking at the layout, I go to my seat that I know where to go, and I ask for coffee on the way.
Sure thing, sugar. The two men glance at you, turn back to their conversation. I would like you to roll your disadvantage condemned, please.
Success with complication. I'm running out of time.
Yep, you're definitely running out of time. You feel the clock tick. You even hear, maybe, in the back of your mind, the clock tick. Time slows down. Your coffee comes. You hear the woman speak, asking if you want anything, very slowly.
No. No, I'm fine, ma'am. I'm feeling a little out of sorts.
Sure thing, sugar. She walks off. The two men again turn, look at you. back to their conversation. Roll see through the illusion, please.
Success with complication.
The illusion tears, and is what you're used to with regards to how the place looks. The formica's all cracked, the fake leather's ripped, the foam's eaten out. The two men turn to look at you. And this time they're the bloodied figures from the first and the second time. Razors all through one's face, and the other one's just... there's no face left to recognise. Nothing tickles at you this time. But a car pulls up, light shining in. Doesn't idle for long, it goes right off. The door, the bell klingles as it opens, nothing's changed it, it's still dark, still this foreboding feeling.
I go ahead and I get up when the car pulls in. I start feeling around my pockets, realize I don't have any money. And I just walk towards the front door without paying then.
You hear her say something, but you don't understand what it is. You smell... The smell is coming from the kitchen before. You don't smell like ham cooking. It smells worse now. It's putrid. As you're heading to the door, you're noticing more and more about the place. How dilapidated it is. The stains on the floor that look like dried blood. You open the door, it's hanging off its hinges. Your brother's car's there. But it's not your brother sitting in it. It's a very muscular young man who opens the door, a massive grin on his face. He's wearing a crown of barbed wire.
I thought you'd be here sooner.
Yeah, well, I wanted to give you a little bit of time. You done good. Done real good. Your brother might have been more my speed, but you fell into my lap.
I suppose time is the only thing we've ever got.
Not anymore, you don't. I helped you and you ran away. See, there's the thing. The Herald of Violence chose me, and I promised to bring her souls, and you promised to bring me souls. We shook on it and everything. And what did you go and do? You went and got your brother killed. Well, one soul does not pay off your debt, my friend.
How many would?
So what's the plan here?
He sits on the hood.
You think you'll be able to fire one of those, maybe 2, 3 bullets you've got left? You think you'll be able to take me out?
How many till it's done?
How about I just say when?
I look at the gun, and I kind of like twirl it in my hands a little bit, looking at both sides. And I slowly put it up to my own head. What if I just want out of this fucking game?
Well, I could say something stupid like, violence never solves nothing. But we both know that ain't true. You want out of this game? Believe me. What's waiting for you at the other end of that gun is much, much worse than what I'm offering you. I'm offering you a place as one of my jackals. When my work is done, you'll be exalted. You'll have whatever you think of as paradise. You just need to do a little damage first.
I let go of the gun. It drops to the ground. Point me in the right direction.
Pick up the gun. Walk back inside. Kill the waitress. Kill the kid back there. And then we'll take a little drive. We'll sort out your old boss. We'll make this worth your while.
Even the kid, huh?
Yeah, even the kid. And make it hurt.
I kneel down. I pick up the gun. Guess I am feeling a little out of sorts. And I'll walk into the diner.
We hear one shot, then we hear another, and screams for a good 30 seconds, then another. Outside, you hear the young man laughing. He's waiting on you. And that's where we'll end it, if that's okay. You've been listening to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. You can find all the links to find us in the description. Hope you enjoyed yourself.